Hey there, welcome back guys, we're live. Drone is ready. I don't know what's going to happen at 11:59. Will we be able to fly? Or will the battery die? We're at 99%. It looks pretty good if you ask me. We've got some reflectors on, we got our night lights. The only trouble I had with the night lights was that there wasn't really a good spot to put them. I'll make another video to show you guys where I have them. But then if you want to put the prop guards on, you have to take the lights off, which is a little bit of a bummer. But let me just make sure our maps are working. We have 19 satellites, which is great. No TFRs. How do you guys feel about the ban? A lot of people went woke on it. They're like, don't call it a ban. It's not a ban. Well, when your stuff gets confiscated by customs and it's no longer allowed into the country and sometimes it misses coming in, what do you call it? Like, it's not temporary restriction, it's permanent. At least we'll still be able to fly our existing drones, and if anything goes retroactive, I might have to drive to Canada to sell this drone, if that makes any sense. I actually there's a live stream we have where we called a DJI store in Canada. And the guy who owned a store actually said that he would buy my Mavic 4, but he'd have to see it. I'd drive there for what it's worth, financially, and, so I don't wind up with a brick, or maybe like the Jersey Droners, the meetup. They'll have a, meetup where we all chip in and rent a van, right? And then drive to Canada to sell our drones. And then, everyone pulls in and, leaves happy because, at the cost of renting a van, everyone chips in $50, but you'll get a couple of, grand for your product, hopefully. But I wouldn't do it that way anyway. I'd probably just drive up myself, and then maybe suggest it to the group. But it just sucks that, this is where we're heading. It's like kind of reminds me of, an Orson Welles movie where, everything will be controlled. But that's okay. You can still fly. It's 11:55, 56, 57, 58, 59. 4 more minutes. Should I start? It says takeoff permitted. I don't know. Should I start? Yeah, why not, right? We have 4 minutes. Will the drone fall from the sky? We're at 98% battery. We're actually wasting battery, but everything's prepped up and ready to go. So that's the good thing. I'm looking forward to the RC Pro 2. It should be interesting. Hopefully that'll create a different experience. I just hope that I'm able to to use it and fly, as long as I can before there are, any retroactive restrictions, because if they pull the plug on anything and everything, then you're pretty much grounded. Then you're pretty much, was it considered contraband in your car? If you're driving to Canada at the border, what happens when you're bringing in a Mavic 4 to meet someone from the store for a clandestine experience, so that, I guess you'll have nothing to declare coming back, right? What was the time right now? 11:56. It's just sad that we've come to this point in the hobby. And that's why, in the beginning, I was the drone channel, but I saw what was happening, between the remote ID, the restrictions, and then the ban, when the law, not law, but the bill was put into place. I was doing research on it, and I saw it coming, and that's why I did a content redirect, and became the how-to channel, and it actually benefits better because, so many products I get sent, which is phenomenal, but, you have to, the writing was on the wall over a year ago. So, if you didn't see it, it's just, hopefully, you see it now, and then you can, I think there's still time for folks to do a content redirect if you need to, and it's good not to put all your eggs in one basket, right? If that makes any sense. And Market Bay was saying that it's going to be an expensive paperweight if shit goes in the direction that it's going. Can you imagine that? No, I can't, but it's already been shared, and just have fun, fly, and keep flying. Business as usual. The cameras work well. Let me just see if I can start my drone. Here we go. The drone started, 11:58. Nothing's happened yet. Home point is updated. We're live streaming. We're at 97% battery, which is great. And no TFRs, no restrictions. And we're good to go. You know, we're going to do it on 59 and then let it hover. And hopefully it doesn't fly away back to DJI or wherever it's supposed to go. I'm going to make sure I'm in normal mode. A lot of times with the RC, you can be in sport mode, but when you turn it on, it just by default, no matter what mode you're in, it's in N mode, which is really weird. And looks like, see that flashing light that's reflecting? That's a strobe that I have on the front of the drone, so I can get the visual orientation of it in the front. And then in the back, I have the green one and the other ones, but I have it set to auto for the built-in lights on the drone, so if you're recording, it shuts off. But I don't really do much recording in the night video. Up 59. There we go. And so I don't, you know, like I was saying, I don't do much recording in the night, so I'm not losing out on anything by having those strobes in the front. Vision systems and obstacle avoidance are unavailable due to insufficient. Yeah, looks like it still works. Look at that. Well, so much for the ban. I got nervous. I was looking at the screen on the computer, and I see the drone still lifting up, and I let my hand off the controller. Oh, that looks cool. I was like, oh no, what happened? Did I lose control? Oh, that looks so cool. Damn it. 141 feet up. Missed it. That would have been cool as a recording. It should get the train schedule, right? So we know there's an 11:59. 12 o'clock. And the drone still works. You know me, I like to get about 200 feet up. Maybe I'll just leave it in the record in video mode. This way, if another train comes. That's how I captured the Ridgewood one. I was looking at the train schedule. Okay, 215 feet up. Nothing. Just going to do a full 360. Make sure there are no other drones in the area. I've seen other drones in the area, and I checked the, oh wow, what's that? Then I checked the AirWare app, and they didn't even put their notification on. So you always want to, you know, that's a plane over there, but you always want to make sure that, you know, nothing is in the way before you start to move forward. It's a bummer we missed a train. It's okay, we'll go over there. Probably getting dizzy. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a, missed it. There are some guys on YouTube that like that's their niche. They chase trains, which is so cool. The only thing I don't like about the Christmas lights this year is that they went all. See, it looks like I'm over the train tracks, but I'm over the parking lot. That's the only thing about this drone, is that it looks like you're over something, but you're far away from it. This is cool though, and yeah. So you have to go further back away from the drone to get what you want to get when it comes to the object of desire. So as you can see, way over the parking lot, and I was like way probably near the trees, but it's weird. That's why it's better to have the Mini 5 Pro if you're going to do real estate photography, because the closer you are, the better. With this one, the further away you are, the better. I'm going to try POI. Yeah, so I was saying about the Christmas tree lights. Last year it looked phenomenal because they had lights on the like on the facade and on the bushes. Now they just did lights on the tree. A little bit of a bummer. And Ridgewood, if you saw Ridgewood. Ridgewood just looks phenomenal. What they did with their lights is just amazing. Maybe it was a budget thing. Maybe, it's possible that maybe they didn't have the budget to go full lighting. It is kind of expensive to run these lights. I remember my wife telling me, "You left the light in the shed on all night. The bill's going to be expensive." I was like, "But they're LED lights." Yeah. So we're 203 feet up, which is great. Always watch when you do these effects and the drone's automated, because we've experienced where the drone will ascend. Ascend, it means going up. It's fine. If the drone goes up, it's okay. It's if the drone starts to go down and descend when doing this effect. And then you're like, oh my God, what's happening? So you got to watch and be able to stop it. In this case, it's ascending a little bit. Sometimes it'll ascend hundreds of feet. Like I'll start off at 205 and then it'll be at like 345. And I'm like, damn it. Now I got to stop it. So we started at like 2 something. Now it's at 220, which is all right. 220 is good as long as it doesn't get to like 375, because then that means that I have a cap of 390 and then it's just gonna, it's just gonna, I guess just watch my antennas. So we're at 234 feet, 236, 237. And we know it doesn't usually do full circle. 240, it's ascending, which is fine. Ascension is good because we know it's not going to hit anything. But my biggest fear is that it'll get to like 390 and then halfway through, and then you can't do the POI effect. I'm like, no, my effect, I have to do it. And then you got to do it over again. And it doesn't seem to, I see something in the sky. It doesn't seem to, the plane now, like stop where it started. See how far back we are? See, that's the bummer. We started closer up, right? And then somehow, it ends further back. So we're at 266 feet up. So you see it went up and now it's just losing its track. I'm hoping that we don't have this experience with the, see now it's just going lopsided. So I just got to stop it. I'm hoping that it doesn't do this with the Pro remote. DJI did share that because it has the sensors in the front, that's why the sensors are working overtime, and that's why you don't get the full POI effect when doing it the way I was just doing it right now, because of the sensors just are seeing and feeling everything in the air. But I'm like, there's nothing in the air. I'm in the air. There are no obstacles. What are you talking about? And then my whole argument to them was that, so you mean to tell me that what I was experiencing before with the POI effect, doing the perfect circle for the last like 4 years, was not supposed to happen? And then there's basically radio silence. 220 feet up. We're just looking at the town. We're just going to try and capture. Going back. There we go. The lights, sometimes the lights, they shut them off. Bummer. Oh no, they're still on. I just got to go lower. Sometimes the lights look better at 192 feet. We can probably get to about 175. I feel more comfortable. Sometimes you see something and you're like, oh my God, that's so cool. That would look great from the drone. You ever do that? You're driving in the car, you're looking out the window, and your wife or friends are like, are you okay? What's wrong? I was like, no, nothing. I just wish I had my drone. I was like, that's a cool drone shot. I used to take it with me everywhere in the beginning. There's Starbucks. Now I don't, I just fly leisurely. In the beginning, it's addictive. And then you're like, you kind of get it out of your system, trying to capture we're 176 feet up. Just want to capture the town. And then see, now I have to pull back. 163 feet up. And then we can just capture the stores. You could always record it, right? And then go back and do it. 78% battery. And then that's how you would get your B-roll footage, which is flying around. Looks really cool. And we got full bars. You could always take it slower, put on cruise control. Cruise control is great because that's what the Pro receiver, I remember using cruise control with the Pro receiver. I don't recommend using it with this one. This one's been so glitchy that, to the point where I'm thinking of selling it. I wonder if we're still public. 76% battery. Just going to pull back a little. Pull back. Oh, that went down. And go back and then sideways. 143 feet up. See, sometimes you mess up and then you got to start over again. That's okay. Best to be safe than sorry. But this will be a cool, so if I pressed record right about here, right? Okay, 75% battery, 146 feet up. And then started a little bit, going slowly through the town. You gotta tap it. This thing's like fucking so sensitive. Like it's on full throttle by default. It just goes so fast. I think I have to change the gain in Expo, but I don't think I will do it on this one because this was the last day for this flight. But I'll probably do it on the RC Pro 2. Right about here is where the stores end. 147 feet up. See, I let go and things still going into signal interference. We always got signal interference here, though. There's something here that causes it. And just stop recording to get signal interference. Why? I don't know. But it's been like that since the beginning. Since we've started flying and doing these. We're 147 feet up. And right about here. We'll start about there. And then you could also make this a waypoint. And then you can set the speed. And then once you set the speed, you'll be alright. You're golden. But yeah, nothing happened. It's like the Y2K Bug. Remember that? Everything, there's our home point down that street. Everyone thought the world's gonna end, the world's gonna end. And then what happened? Nothing happened. Yeah, I guess we went too far back. And then we go up. And then we'll start to head back. And that's it. Stop recording. Maybe I'll turn that into something. Missed Marca Bay though. Wonder if we are... Oh no, we're fine. I'm just gonna go to the channel and see if there's anybody. No, we're good. We're live. Yeah, nothing happened. I guess people are probably sleeping, but we can just go up a little bit. 70% battery. Go back to our home point. I like to be at the above the house before trying any of these effects. Since the last time the screen went black on us, and I was like, and then I just brought the drone down. And the last time the zoom effects weren't working. Vision systems, optical avoidance, that's fine. 100 and just go up. Got a warning. And then I was like, you know what? It's alright. I'm just going to bring the drone to the corner, bring it in over my head, and then zoom in. Sweet. Oh wow, this is nice. These lights are great. Wow, you definitely get visual orientation. Maybe I have my phone in my pocket. When I bring the phone in, I'll put the camera on and put camera to camera so that you guys can actually see. All right. So anyway, let's check out New York City. All right. We know only in explore mode we can get full access to our zoom. We'll just make sure we're in a live stream window in case someone chimes in. And then, let's see. Yeah, so then if I put it on 6, I can get to 25. Last time, the scroll wasn't working. It literally glitched out. Marca Bay, one of our viewers / subscribers, said this drone is designed for the RC Pro 2, and that's why I'm having so much trouble with it. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, for me, I'm on the fence with this thing only because if you've been following me, it's been glitching since the beginning. And I'm like at the point where if I can't get what I'm looking for in this with the POI effect working, then I'm done. Then I'll just sell it as a, what is it, creator combo? They have there's so many different combos out there. Drone only, drone remote, and then drone battery, and then drone battery with bag, and then drone battery RC. I like all those, like what? Like it's like I just can't. It's not as simple. But I would just look at whatever the combos are. This is pretty cool. Looks like that would make a nice shot. But that's in video mode. I wonder if I put it in explore mode, and what will happen? Oh, explore looks better. Oh, that's because it defaulted back. Yeah, that's the only downside. I'm not really sold on this zoom feature. 24x, great, but it's like for a split second, everything is picture perfect. But That's not something I can send to MPix. Like if I take a snapshot of that, it's grainy. It's just, you know, like, so I don't understand. But I guess it's good, like I said before, if you bird watch, you know, ideally probably use 6 or something. Let's see if I put it in photo though. Maybe it's not designed. See, like for a second, everything is picture perfect. Yeah, maybe photo. I don't know. Nah, still grainy. But it depends, because remember, this is New York City from 20 miles away. So ideally, if you're 1,000 or 2,000 feet away, that's probably how it's meant to be. Yeah, probably, because look, if we spin around, put it back so I can get my bearings, face it this way, and then Christmas tree. Yeah, so ideally, put it at 6. Yeah, oh wow. Oh my god. So that's probably how it's meant to be used. And then you can still, we don't lose any pixels. That is so cool. Yeah, sort of. We start to lose right about now. So depending on the distance, it's not meant for long. See, now I can't put it back. So if you have an oh shit moment because you want your zoom to be normal before you start moving, otherwise you have no sense of depth and perception, just press 1. You know, or, you know, do like I do, have the drone over my head, because sometimes shit just freezes up and then you can't find your way back. Or you could just use the maps, if you know how to use the maps and you know where you are via street. So that's pretty much it. This is pretty cool. Next time I'll fly further down the other way. We're at 59% on the battery, but those lights are phenomenal. I'll definitely do that on a live stream. See what's that way. There's some planes. See, we're in a low altitude area, so planes are always coming in, so you got to be careful. My neighbor said that they don't go lower than 500 feet, but I don't know. I'm not buying it, because I seen them one time, a helicopter fly like so close over the roof of that building right there. So yeah, and then with the old DJI, before DJI took away the geofencing, it proved, and it said that we were in a low altitude zone. They took that away, so now you don't know unless you look at the map. I have a map. I'll probably put that in the next link for the next live stream. But let me open my phone so you guys can see camera to camera, hopefully, right? What we get, you know, what you get when the lights are on these drones. I just want to leave it open. But it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. Put it on photo. There we go. Okay, give me a second. I'm just going to lower the drone. And that's it. It's the end. Finito. Nothing. It's weird. My screen. Just going to lower it. Once I lower it and bring it a little bit closer to me, you guys can see this thing's lit up like a Christmas tree. And then, hold on 1 second. 1 moment, please. Please stand by. And then now, I'm just going to bring it in. Bring it in. So sometimes if there's an obstacle in the way, you have to turn obstacle avoidance off or put it into sport mode. In sport mode, there's no obstacle avoidance, and then you can move your drone like over the bush or near the tree. So in my case, I'm going to put it in sport mode. You got to be careful because sport mode is so sensitive. And now I'm going to spin it around so that you guys can see. Hold on 1 second. So here I am, and then I'll show you. And if I can move it in a little bit more. Wow, that's what you have to be careful for. Baby steps. That's why you want to adjust the gain and expo when you're in other modes. Can you see it? Can you see it? Oh, that's me. Oh, I can't. Well, actually, I can. Hold on a second. What I'll do is I'll record a video. Oh no, reverse the camera. Oops. Hold on. It's like drifting. Just gotta watch that. There we go. So that's the front. See how I have the lights on in the front? Pretty neat, huh? So you know the orientation because they look like police lights. And then for the back, or I leave the ones on the side on. You can shut them off. We have that one, green. You can change it to whatever color you want, but it's blinding because that's 1,000 lumens right there. And then you have the auxiliary light. Oh, but you can't see the back. Yeah, it's like a dog chasing its tail. Let me press record, and then let you guys see it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'll stop recording. And then I'll just go to the video. Hold on. And then I'll let you guys watch it from the drone. A tight spot to land in. 46% battery. There we go. Always watch your battery. Hold on. Oh, there we go. See that? That's 1,000 lumens in the back. Hold on. You guys have to wait for it to catch up. Oh, wait. It didn't catch up. Hold on. It should have gone into, like, the orientation should have changed, but hold it. Oh, man. Anyway, you get the idea. See that? It's really bright. Anyway, that's that. See if I can just hold it up there. So you got 1,000 lumens on the top, 1,000 lumens at the bottom, and 1,000 lumens in the back on the rear, and probably like 400 lumens for those orientation lights that you saw. So it's pretty bright, and then it's a tight spot to land in, but you want to know where your drone is in the night. Yeah, all I hear is the buzzing. Oh, what's that thing? My phone. It's my phone. Yeah, so, that's it for that. Nothing happened. Drone didn't fall from the sky. Wasn't bricked. Everybody can go back to bed. Just be prepared to do a meetup challenge where you drive to Canada to sell your drone if they, if the restrictions, are restricted and they ground you, and then this becomes like an expensive paperweight, like Market Bay said. But other than that, just have fun. Don't sleep over it until, you get put on notice and get like a cease and desist. But other than that, it's business as usual. Drone didn't fall from the sky. And if you like these lights, I'll put these in the description. Because if you're gonna fly at night, you gotta know where your drone is, and you can't rely on the maps, and you can't rely on, as you've seen on these live streams, you can't rely on the RC because it's blacked out on us a couple of times. So, I know with these lights on, they're always charged before I go. I know if I see the green flashing, it's in the back. Can we fly backwards? I know if I see those, colorful, like police, like the ambulance, like lights, police lights or something. I know those colors, the red and blue. I know that, that's the front. And then, of course, if I see the green and the whatever that color is on the side, green's on the side, but it's like green and like a special red. So, when you know. And then by default that, you have your drone lights the way they are. That's so weird. I see some guy walking down the street. He just got out of his car and pulled over. Oh, he's probably peeing on the side of the road. That's Herb's property. That's gotta suck. Yeah. Sometimes we find beer bottles. So yeah, I don't know, he's doing something. Anyway, looks like we lost our stream. Did we lose it? No, it's still there. That's just it says streamer's current bitrate is lower than recommended. We recommend opening the widget Now it says the stream is good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else to report. So have fun, fly, but stay alert, follow the news, don't follow me because I don't do politics, but follow the ones that will keep you updated with the latest and the current events when it comes to flying your drone, because you need to know what's happening today so that you can fly tomorrow. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Hope this video helped you. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time. That's it. Show's over. Just the only issue I have with my drone is making sure I don't step on it. And I'm just checking out my stream settings, since there was like some issues with the... And... I don't know what that guy's doing. I hope he's not dumping. If he is, I'll walk over. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, who's that? I heard a ding. Yo, I hear no bells. I hear the ding, but I don't see it. I think I have to refresh the chat. But yeah, the flight's over. I'm going to refresh it. No. Paperweight. I heard it, but I don't see it. Let me go, I have to go into Streamlabs. Sometimes that happens. Probably pushed the wrong stream. Yeah, I did push the wrong stream. It never went live. Another stream went live. Anyway, one stream. I don't know, you never know with these things.